Welcome back to Crane's Barn Grill, and tonight we're going to do episode 5 of Kenobi. It's been a couple of months since, more than a couple of months since we did episode 4. We had some family things. We had a vacation, and my son got married, and there's just been a bunch of stuff going on, and I just wasn't that interested. It just kind of fell off, and I was like, you know. It really wasn't holding my interest anyway. It was dumb. I mean, especially with that last episode where they're hiding him under his coat, kind of ridiculous. But anyway, so we're gonna do episode 5. I figured I at least need to finish up the series. Let's see what. I mean, I don't know if it could get any worse. Really, I mean, I guess it could get worse. I guess, but. We'll find out, because this so far it's just, I had some little bit of hopes in the first episode, but then it just got dumber and dumber. And so we'll see. Let's see how episode 5 fares up. I don't have high hopes, but we'll see. Oh, is this Coruscant? Anakin.
Beginning to think you weren't coming.
It is nice seeing
Master.
Hayden Christensen. They try to make him look young, but he doesn't. That's all right. There's Vader.
The third sister is here.
I am not interested in civilities.
The third sister. I'm not
You have
all that up
done
on
well.
the Inquisitors. I don't know how they do their rank. Is just gonna make her a Grand Inquisitor. I guess the pin's just magnet on? Or maybe they're sticky. Why is he here? I kind of like him, but it's silly in the show. But
I need to get her back to Alderaan.
why have they been waiting there for months? You can't just jump in a spaceship. They just jumped in a spaceship and went somewhere. Why did they have to wait to jump in a spaceship to go somewhere? I'm not understanding. I mean, anytime Obi-Wan needs a spaceship, he just jumps on one and goes somewhere. But they've been waiting for months. Why are there lightsabers there? They just find him laying around, and I mean, a Jedi's not going to leave his lightsaber. There would be no reason for that. And Jedi clothing.
The controls aren't responding.
It's not her, it's Vader.
So it's a dead giveaway. Who's been there if they were to find the place?
Attack next. He hasn't the patience for siege.
There we go.
Grow too aggressive, Anakin. Be mindful.
Why, you're good.
Wish you could have seen more of that.
Launch the attack.
Launch the attack. Two ships?
I
Is
understand
it?
you're scared. The Empire will attack soon.
I think it'd be grander,
Stronger than
you know.
us. Better equipped, better trained. How much time do you need to override the doors?
3-4 hours.
You have one.
How does he know he needs 3 or 4 hours?
Together. Then by the time they get
And where are they planning on going? There's a Star Destroyer up there. I mean, they know where you are. So they're going to look for a ship to come out of there and blow it away? I mean, you would think. At least give them credit that unlike, let's say, Rogue One, where they had to land like a mile away and walk in, at least they landed close to where they were going. That's one thing. She just seems so non-threatening. Doesn't she have a lightsaber? Can't she just go through the door and cut a hole with her lightsaber? No? Okay, so I was in the military, did electronics and stuff, and you don't put the controls to stuff in a vent. That's not how that works. I mean, their cabling would come through there, but you don't need to go in the vent if a cable somehow broke inside the vent. But you don't put anything that controls anything in a vent. That doesn't make any sense. How did they install it? Hey, let's install this and only have it accessible to a child.
We got a plan B here?
That doesn't make any sense.
Tell the Inquisitor.
Oh, I know why. Because they needed Leia to be in there. That's why. How does he know that they're requesting to negotiate? Was he just standing at the door? And why would somebody from inside there stand at the door knowing that they're blasting it? There was nobody standing at the door. Who was communicating with him? Okay, so she was a youngling. I already figured that out.
It doesn't matter.
But how did Obi-Wan know? Anyway, so you're going to get back at him by cutting innocent people's hands off. Ah, sneaky.
Enough!
You won't stop him alone.
You have no idea what I've done alone.
See, you have a lightsaber. Why were you... You could just cut through it that easy? Why were you blasting it? Into the breach. You just say move forward. I think they get it. How are none of them other ones getting hit? How's nobody getting hit? Except stormtroopers. They're out in the open. I mean, Obi-Wan's got a thing. He's got a saber. He's a Jedi. But how is nobody else getting shot? Nobody. Look, they're just standing there in the open. 10 feet away. Again, the music is trying to make you feel something. But if nobody's dying, I don't feel anything. How are they not hitting anybody in a hallway? Hey, somebody finally got shot. Oh, look, she kind of threw him down somehow. What was it, a lucky shot? I mean, she's only in the middle of a passageway. They got to get within like 5 feet to actually hit something. Why are they just walking past her? They're not even going to give her a shot as they walk by. Why would a laser blast be bleeding? I wondered about that. Would it seal itself up? Oh, she made sure she raised it high enough so everybody could see and get out of there. How convenient. Yeah, they're trying to make me feel for that she died. But I don't have any real emotional attachment to her character.
What is it? What's wrong?
It's over. He expects me to surrender. He knows I'll do everything I can to protect these people. Archer, look out for her, will you?
You want to tell me how you're going to fight without a weapon?
There are other ways to fight.
Still don't understand why. And how would she know to fix it? She like trained in IT. I still don't understand why there's a junction, any kind of junction thing in that small, tight space.
I'm bringing him to you. Are you going to let him do it again? What he did to you. We could end this together.
I guess all the stormtroopers are just on her side because they can hear everything.
Because all he'll see is me.
She couldn't have pulled him aside and did kind of a little talk. All the stormtroopers will hear all this. They're in a canyon thing that's going to echo everywhere. Look how close they were, especially these two here, the two behind. They were like 8 feet away.
It's over. You Your need for victory, Anakin, it blinds you.
Where is he?
I have him secured inside, my lord.
I will bring him in myself.
Never understand. He's always throwing away the laser gun. Don't care if it's uncivilized. It can help you.
There it is. Lola, what are you doing in here? Lola, stop! Stop! A swimming pool.
She's not shocked or nothing. She just knows and says, hey, look, take that off. That'll make everything better. And look, hey, we're done. This is silly. Wow. Silly.
Got it.
Just in time. Imagine that.
Everything's all set.
Well done.
Help who you can. Let's get to the transport, people. Move, let's go.
And of course, he's going to drop it.
Let's get to the transport.
And let me guess, that thing that's on there is like a recording. It's nothing that's like a communication you would erase afterwards so no one would find it. Plot convenience. This has to happen so this can happen because we're not good enough writers to make it happen any other way. And now Vader can just hold the ship back. Now hold that ship back. Oh, he can only do it with one ship a day, maybe. One ship a day. He can't. He held that one back and ripped the whole sides off.
You're a great warrior, Anakin. But you'll need to prove yourself as your undoing. Until you overcome it, a Padawan you will still be.
They could have tried to de-age him a little bit. I mean, come on now. You gonna sneak up on Vader? Come on now. That ain't gonna work. Because we were really concerned about that, considering that Vader's in all the other films. I mean, sure, she may have killed him, not. I'll admit it is fun watching Vader. It is fun watching Vader. It is. He's called a guilty pleasure. Even though she was not a worthy opponent at all.
Goodbye.
So Fathead is still alive? Just like all the movies where they don't actually kill the person. The bad guy leaves them like they're just going to die. And of course they won't. You know, you're not fooling anybody.
Our hyperdrive is down.
Of course the hyperdrive's down. Why wouldn't it be, not be? And now it's all back together? Didn't they take it apart and... So there's some electronic thing blinking on the ground that somebody left. Why would she even care about that? Like I said, of course it's going to have that on there. It's a recording or whatever.
Owen, help the boy.
He just somehow knows something.
What is it?
And she conveniently knows that it was Obi-Wan's communicator. And they're talking about that, not some random out of the 100 people that were there.
I'm sure.
Just someone random.
Thank you, Rogan.
That was silly. That whole episode was silly. And how long was it? It was short. What does that say? 36 minutes? That's it? You can't even do an hour or nothing? Oh, I guess it's not enough to fill an hour. Now that I think about it, I mean, the whole thing was, did I want double that? No, not really. So, anything happened in that? I don't think anything happened in that episode. I mean, anything different? I mean, so they escaped and went to there where they kind of caught up, and then they escaped and they're heading somewhere else. So nothing really, I mean, she found that little communicator. How convenient that he gave it to that guy who happened to drop it. How convenient. And she happened to see it, stabbed in the belly, happened to see something, a little electronic thing blinking, which I would think in this universe, little electronic things blinking are everywhere. Why would she think that was important? With 100 people leaving on a ship, anybody could have dropped it. So I don't understand. I don't understand why that would have been important. But she, you know, even though she's dying, I've got to reach that little blinking light so the show can keep going, I guess. And I hate writing like that. I hate writing where, hey, you know, what we should do is we should make things happen so other things can happen, instead of what would logically happen to progress the story in the direction we want to go. You know, what would normally happen, what would logically progress. But that would take good writing. That would take thinking of a good story. That would take a lot more talent, I think, than a lot of writers have nowadays. A lot of writers of TV shows, anyway. Because I read a lot of books, and they don't seem to have a problem getting things to logically. They don't have to almost be dying and let me find this little thing, and that's got to be what I'm looking for. Why would they think that? Why would she think that? So, only good thing about that is I do have a, you know, who doesn't like to watch Darth Vader fight? That's fun to watch. Yeah, that's fun to watch. You know, it's fun to watch Darth Vader fight. The Inquisitor, the Grand Inquisitor, he's back, which you knew he had to come back because he's in shows after this, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he was still in a lot of the stuff. Anyway, I wonder what they're going to do with her. I mean, she's a nothing character. All anybody cares about is Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. So I don't know why they even had to have another character like that in the show, really. But it's good to know that she is, you know, she hates Vader so much that she's willing to cut the hands off of, you know, in the first episode or first couple of, willing to cut the hands off of innocent people and kill innocent people and threaten innocent people. And it looked to me like she would have killed him because she hates Vader. So, hey, I'm going to kill Vader. And if I have to just kill innocent people like Vader, you know, that'll be worth it. That's just, it's dumb. Dumb. All right. So that was episode 5, right? So I'm going to do episode 6 here in a little bit because that was only 36 minutes. So why not get both of them done and out of the way and have this idiotic show be over with, you know, and then I can move on to House of the Dragon. My daughter wants to watch that with me, so if I can get her to sit down and we'll watch one if we can get a time. So anyway, thanks for watching Crane's Bar and Grill. I hope this didn't torture you as much as it tortured me. But then we'll move on to episode 6. All right. See you next time.